Hello YouTube, long time no see. Sorry I don't make as much videos anymore. What am I even talking about? I never really made many videos at all, but I have been inspired to make some videos, and that is because of a very thought-provoking show that I think is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Not because it's not just entertainment. It's very, very good entertainment, but it is educational as fuck. And I'm all here for getting not just my life but my education at the same time. And I think that the name of the TV show is called Underground, and I know of this TV show. I was hip to it by Funky Geneva. When he saw the first episode, he encouraged that his YouTube fans watch the TV show, and he was just like, there's so much going on in it, it's great. He had great hopes for it, and I've been riding since, and I definitely am a big fan now. I also follow Much Love from Frankie and Mike B, who have been covering the episodes of this TV show. A lot of other YouTubers, because I'm a big follower of Black YouTube, a lot of other YouTubers have not covered the show. I do wonder why, but it's probably because they, you know, follow a lot of damn TV shows a week, and I can understand the list is just so darn full, and you don't have room for it yet. But I really do hope that some of my favorite YouTubers that I have not seen do reviews are at least watching, because we need to watch this show. This show is so great, and it should be put above the stupid fucking reality TV shows and ratchet ass fucking other, entertainment that we like to watch because it keeps us idle and not thinking about the real problems in society. That's all I'm going to say about that. So with that said, I'm just going to let you know, okay, I am going to start covering, I know last week's episode was the Grave episode, which was, I think, episode 8. So I will be covering episode 9, if whatever episode it is next week. I thought about doing 1 through 9, but I really don't think it's necessary. This show is also very, very so detailed and so good that things that happen in past episodes come to fruition in future episodes. So I'm pretty sure that if I have to bring up something from my past episode, that's how you end up hearing my commentary on it when I'm talking about a present one. So what fueled me even wanting to do this as well is, making. I've never seen a commentary the commentary, let's say in Mike B's video or Funky Denavis or Much Love from Frankie's videos have definitely been on point. I just been enjoying it because I'm speaking to people I don't know who could be halfway across the world, just in this country, and we are having intelligent, thought-provoking, deep discussions and learning a lot from each other. And a lot of people have enjoyed my commentary because I have a lot to say on the subject. Also, understand, this show is amazing to me because I get to geek out. I studied theater history in college, and I am a big, huge historical advocate. I believe that one cannot know where they are in the present and how to even understand why they are there, or even understand how to move forward in the future if they do not understand the past. And it's all about knowing roots, and the more detailed you know anything, the more you understand the past, the better prepared you are to move forward. I mean, that's just bottom line. So I studied a focus in it was theater history in general, which meant just Greek theater until modern theater. But my main focuses were modern theater because it covered feminism, and also as well revolutionary theater. In general, revolutionary theater, African American theater falls into that, so therefore I took a lot of courses on African American studies. And I also just was obsessed with it because it was just really, really interesting to me, especially because I'm from Bermuda, and even though we are cousins, our history is still a little bit different. And here, ever since I was a kid and I moved here, it was kind of my obsession. I just like to learn about it. So I've always just known a lot about the system of slavery in this country. It's always been, and race relations, it's always been something that just kind of intrigued me. So in the comment sections, I've been getting my like like, oh yo, I'm so woke. Let me spread it out, y'all. Let me explain what happened in this episode. Because there's like so much symbolism, so much metaphor, so much foreshadowing, so much research that goes into the show. So there's just so much going on. It's just so well written that it's fun to share, and it's like really great to discuss things with people and to like And I love answering questions if I can answer any question, or getting a question answered if I have a question. Also, what prompted this is, though, so I mentioned that I like Mike B, Funky Geneva, and Much Love from Frankie's commentary. Mostly because it's just them, and they take it, like when they watch an episode, they know when to bring in the humor, but it's very slight, and it's only when it's needed, but for the most part, they do take it seriously, and they really, really do use their platform to say something, and to use the show as inspiration to talk about this, because this show couldn't come around at any time better than now, because I do think it's needed now, because the discussion that it fosters is just amazing, and in a time when we live where race is a sensitive subject, or because there's so much going on and so much fuck shit happening everywhere all the time, with Trump running for president, the Black Lives Matters movement, with the fucking how many like 40 KKK members fucking committed suicide, because, what was it? Why did they commit suicide? I forgot. It was because of something bad. I remember like laughing my ass off, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, because Harriet Tubman was going to be on a $20 bill. I mean, come on, like this is the world we live in. This show could not have come around at any better time. So I like it. But also, I don't want to talk shit on them, but I watched for the Grave episode a BuzzFeed video that they have 4 panelists that cover the show, and that was the first time I was attacked for my commentary. Actually, I'm going to read it because I feel bad. I feel bad saying anything at all, actually, because I feel bad saying anything at all because I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I'll read you my comment, and people got really, really mad at me, but if you hear what I said, then maybe I can even get some comments in my video about how I could have handled it better. But basically, it all started with a very blanketed statement. One of the commenters just, was just like, first of all, they were giggling a lot, and they were talking about like it was like some reality TV show. I wanted to be taken a little bit more seriously, but something like, oh my god, I don't even know why. Like when I think about it, like they just like went to this country in Africa and just snatched a bunch of people up and like just brought them over here, and for what reason? Why? I mean, like just evil. And I just thought it was a really dumb thing to say in this day and age, and we just know. But basically, I just wrote, guys, really use your platform to make actual factual statements and teach. I was with you all until what made them take slaves and use people, and then someone said, I don't know, just evil. Like seriously, you don't know what fueled the slave trade? Why are you all covering this show if you do not know simple facts? Which in fact, I think you all do. Don't play stupid when covering a subject like this. Keep it intellectual. To answer your question, greed is the evil that started the slave trade. You guys are the reason. Money, cotton, sugar, plantations. They needed people to do that. Hard labor for free. America and the Caribbean Islands were literally built on the backs of slaves. America is a young country that has a lot of money and wealth compared to others. This is due to the fact that capitalism and its compromise, morals or values is always the way of the land. America got a huge head start in the game due to free labor. And, I just wrote, in the South, the richer kept getting richer while the majority of the population were poor. I.e. slave catchers, overseers, all those dudes are pretty poor, and that is why they are so brutal. And the slaves, well, they had no rights and weren't even considered human. Tom's conversations with all the other racist plantation owners wasn't just about how this is for the last episode, and I wanted to really bring it back. Tom in the last episode, it was very powerful. I can't believe they hung that boy and just had him swinging. Though I do think that there will be a plot twist, maybe, because I think Tom is weak as shit. And I would not be surprised because, boy was feeling pretty suicidal before his mom was about to cut off his Achilles heel. And it seemed like he was done living this life. And I would not be surprised if Tom found his ass already hanging or whatever and said, well, you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage and I'm just going to act like I hung him. I just wouldn't, Anyway, I just wrote, you know, the one of the most pertinent things I saw in last episode was that whole statement when he's giving the speech and the guy is just hanging and swinging back and forth at the bottom, and you don't even know for the first part of the speech, and you just see it, and you got the guys all sitting down. What was that all about? You know, Funky Geneva made a really good point. He said, you know, when he talked, he said it reminded him of Trump and how when they play, you know, he was playing to their emotions, and when you play to people's emotions, you know, you get a vote. You know, he wasn't really talking about what really needed to be talked about. But my take on it as well, on top of that, is, you know, Tom's conversation with all those other races, but this is on my commentary, what I said, is Tom's conversations with all the other racist plantation owners wasn't just about how they really feared the black slaves. It was about how they feared that they would uprise, outnumber them, and end the system of slavery. They feared an end to their gravy train. Tom's speech in the end was given to a bunch of scared rich white men afraid of losing their easy money any minute, which they basically sold their souls for. That was all that I said. And I got, you know, it was crazy. One person wrote exactly, you know, that's all they said, and, you know, it was whatever. But then I just got my ass torn up because people just thought, you don't have to be an expert. This is a discussion forum. If you know so much, why don't you make your own videos? And I said, well, you know what the fuck? I'm going to make my own videos then because I guess I do know too much. I was surprised that the commenters that just attacked me for saying what I said versus like asking about what, there was information in what I said. Like, why did it not become an intellectual discussion? Like, or why didn't they bring in their perspective about it? Like, they were just mad that I was calling out that someone made a blanketed statement. But that's the problem. That's the problem with every fucking thing when we come to talk about race is that, you know, everybody always wants to get on how you say something or it's their right to say this, or it's like, no, why don't we have discussions about the fact that, like, how we watch what we say and how we think before we fucking speak and how we actually try to have discussions with each other and talk things through and see each other's perspectives. And like, then none of them really said anything about any of the information that I put in there. They just attacked me for, you know, they just attacked me for telling them that what they said was like something I didn't agree with, and then told me that, well, since I know so damn much, why don't I go make my own video? That was it. Like, I just thought it was an interesting take on it. It was like, okay, I'm just not gonna go on. I most likely won't be watching BuzzFeed to get my underground feedback because I like it. Like I said, I like to. It doesn't feel like they internalize it and then talk about it. The other YouTubers that I follow, I feel really, really, really are taking it in and they think about it and then they go online and they upload, they make their video and they upload it. And you can see they're affected by what they see. Because that is Underground is a hard TV show to watch at times. And I don't want to see a panel of people like kikiing it up like it's the fucking, you know, like it's just a fictional TV show, like, because that's like a reality TV show, or like there's not a lot of comedy in it. Why are you fucking giggling and like making jokes? Like, you use your platform to take the subject and say pertinent things, and use it to educate or use it to spark actual discussions that are intellectual and get people places. I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh. I could be just being harsh, but something about the panel, you know, they just rubbed me the wrong way. I like BuzzFeed for other videos, but I'm not gonna watch them. I'm not going to watch their panel discuss anything that I take very seriously. I'm just sorry, because they just don't fucking know how to handle serious subjects. Anyway, this video is 13 minutes and 43 seconds, and it's gonna keep on ticking. I talk too much. I've covered a lot. So yes, please, if you want to watch me cover Underground, I'm going to do it weekly from now on. And I'm going to really actually stick with it because I'm actually very passionate about this TV show. And I would love to foster discussion. And they got signed on for second season. So I'll be able to start from episode 1 once second season starts. So I'm going to make this a hobby. Because also, you know, it's therapeutic for me because, like I said, I'm geeking out because this is the shit that I've been reading about and learning about I'm 33, forever. It's not forever, but for like the last 10, 15 years. And it's just like, so when I'm done with an episode, I'm like, oh my God, there's just so much I need to get off my chest. So whether people watch this video or not, I guess this will just be my venting space. Anyway, so I will see you guys next week after the new episode, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be good because Ernestine in that fucking sweatbox. One child's dead. One child is dead. One child is in the field. One child has run away. I love her character, and just a shit. But I do think that Slave Catcher Dude is gonna have a change of heart because now that he knows he's rich, he's gonna help them make it to the north. My predictions for next week are also that we're gonna see a lot more of the crumbling of Tom Macon because I think he is weak, and I think that he is made a deal with the devil, but he actually still has a heart. And but he's going to pay for it, the deal that he made. And his background, I think, was that they've been laying that out, like his father and the way his brother is. There's no way that couldn't have affected his upbringing. He just likes money and he likes power and he cares what people think about him. So he's a complex character. He's an evil ass character sometimes though, but I feel like we're gonna get to know him a little bit more. And I don't know. I feel like some shit's gonna happen to that baby. Samuel. I feel like some shit's gonna go down because Ernestine is gonna get her revenge. She's just thinking in that sweatbox right now. She's crying right now, but she's thinking. And you know, there's just so much. There's just so much that's gonna happen. It's just. I can't wait to next week's episode to see how whatever the fuck happens unfolds because there's just so much going on. There was one. Oh yeah, and yeah, like I said, I do think that I wonder if I want to know because it did not show us because it made sense for the big reveal when we saw him swinging back and forth under that. You know, that was a crazy scene, but. Maybe that's why they didn't show us, but I also wonder, I want to know the story of how it happened when they hung him. Was he hung? Who did it? Was it the preacher's idea? Was it not? Was it really Tom's idea? I don't know. I just want to know. Anyway, I'm talking too much now, and the video is long as shit. And I hope you guys clicked on it anyway, despite how long you saw it was. I tried to keep it under 9 minutes, but there was just so much to say, and this is the way it is. I'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later. Bye.